Tonight, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. The Chicago Bears taking on the Toronto Thunderbirds.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Toronto Thunderbirds and the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do is feed off the energy of the home crowd. Great tailgate, great fan support. Let's see if they can put it to good use.
Meanwhile, for our visitors from north of the border, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row. And
what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Now left side on the swing pass. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
That's good.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 right near the 37.
He was brought down by Cole.
The numbers on the ground for Jones last week. 14 carries, 58 yards.
And now he's playing a Thursday night game, short week. You know, he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now the toss to Jones, running right. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. That one, a first down pickup of 8. One unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it's going to be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It'll be a very long night for the defense. Someone's going to run for some big yardage.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
On 1st and 10, Shipley, and down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Looking to throw on second down. Shipley. The man is Komet, the tight end. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. It's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down.
Actually on for the field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first.
Thunderbirds, nothing.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
So out comes his offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in 2019 from Ohio State. It's Dwayne Haskins.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job,
it's a gain of
QB, he's usually the guy that springs for the good stuff.
First down, Toronto.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on fourth down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 39.
16 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
It's a gain
Chewing
of
up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
To Terry McLaurin.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 8 catches, 139 yards.
And one of the top receiving games in the league in week 1, and they're expecting those types of games from him each and every time out. They're going to need that from him if they want to make a move towards a league title.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up first and goal. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Touchdown.
A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And his guys have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, Shipley looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down
at the 44-yard line.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Bears 3.
Carry by Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop it short. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race. But how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he should be able to put him back deep here with his first punt. Now here's Ross. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23.
Brought down at the 23-yard line.
Solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Kamara. And he'll get to the 29-yard line. Brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well run route.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Complete. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Carried by number 31.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run. On 2nd and 9, Haskins got a man open. It's Ross.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 36.
It's a gain of 17
Give him
yards.
17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 36. From the gun, it's Haskins. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Alvin Kamara. It's a pickup of 6.
2 minutes to play in his first half. 7-3 our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. So throwing in on 2nd down. Haskins. That's caught by Ware. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15...
And he will take it in for the touchdown.
Complete.
Terry McLaurin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told.
Bears 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to get going again. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Shipley. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
We're a Chicago
Give him 32 on the play. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the defense says they have it. Yes, they got it.
The quarterback keeps it. Fumble on the play.
Oftentimes you say some guys have a knack for creating turnovers. He forced a fumble last week. Forces another one.
And one of my good coaching buddies, Frank Delano, always told me, hey, Davis, creating turnovers is not as much about skill as it is about desire.
Oh, I thought it was going to be will, because will rhyme with skill.
Come on,
We'll with desire. We'll go with desire.
What are you, the rhyme master now?
Following the turnover, it's Haskins. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So 1st down.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he gets it down to the 32.
Complete to Alvin Kamara.
7 yards there and a first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Haskins back to the air. Open man is Ross, complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Thunderbirds.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 18 yards on each of the last 2 plays, and they're picking up big chunks now. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now a toss, Kamara left side, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Alvin Kamara, as the first half is winding down, and his guys are going to add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
21 after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
3rd down and 6 yards to go.
The final shot before break. Shipley looking long for Thomas. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Toronto's offense ready to take over. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to blow his way forward to the 48. It's a 7-yard carry. yards the pickup. First down.
Line. A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Toronto.
Here we go. Watch time. Time is right. Watch time.
Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
Haskins not the most mobile of quarterbacks, but delivering there on the scramble to pick up the first.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point. That's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brought down at the
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They go play action with Haskins. They'll roll him out right. This will be caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And it's caught. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin with a second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe it.
The kicker on for the point after.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count.
Makes the score.
Extra point splits the uprights. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you're looking to praise. Oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On first down, Shipley. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. Back to throw now on first down. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skills showing the power, but just not much room to operate. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. we're not seeing it right now.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
He was brought down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back.
Complete to number 34.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Big hold of the 30. Accelerating, and off he goes.
How you like me now?
And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys continue to pour it on.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats, but what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking.
For the extra point.
They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click. I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Throwing again. Shipley. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Back now at Soldier Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. On the slant, this is Chark. And touchdown!
Pass complete to
DJ Chark.
Touchdown.
34 yards. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown.
The kicker on for the point.
Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throwing out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. To throw on second down. Shipley. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. We're at 7 yards there and a first down. That's just his second catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
46-yard.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
That throw into the arms of Allen. And he's got the first down here and then some, but a penalty flag down. This could very well be coming back. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. The pass. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. The Bears on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is third down and 12. Caught on the right side by Jones. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says? What? Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Roquan Smith in on the tackle. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
They'll run now with Ware, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
As many games as the two of us do, I would hope that one day we'll be able to solve this riddle. Why is it on a hot day that one team has more trouble with the heat than another, and especially when you can't stop a guy running the ball?
You know it's September in the booth, though, when you and I have both removed our coats, and those were gone in the first quarter.
They were gone in the first quarter, and what we're watching now is a defense mentally giving in and sagging a little bit because they haven't been able to stop it.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
Number 31, the ball carrier.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
From the gun, Haskins on third down. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Tonight's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for our visitors, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll have another road date next week with the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.